Good evening. How's it going? We are back after a long break. All right. So what's up, Donut? Yes, you didn't miss me at the event. I kind of got caught up playing Street Fighter 6. Actually, I didn't really play. I was more watching tournaments of Street Fighter 6. Um, Yeah, I just wanted a lazy day. It was a pretty busy Friday and Saturday, so Sunday I kind of wanted to just chill. Top 8 in the Modern Super Saturday. Whoa, nice. What was the prize payout for that? Was that okay? So I know face to face tour. This was a face to face tour event, right? Because I didn't even know it was this weekend until people started asking me if I was going to the Legacy Championship. And I was like, Legacy Championship, what is that? So I looked into it a little bit, and it seemed like it was like a face-to-face tour event, which hosts a bunch of other events. Like, I'm assuming that Legacy wasn't the main event because Legacy is almost never the main event anymore. Um, but what was the main event? Was it standard, or was it like an invitational or something? Because these don't come around often, right? They're supposed to like. Is this the equivalency to what GPs were? I can see your messaging, but let me catch up on what you're saying. 3-3 at Legacy, wasn't feeling good and haven't played in years. What kind of deck were you playing? Or what deck were you playing in Legacy? And were all of your close games and matches in Legacy or in Modern? Lots of people. I heard that the Legacy Championship didn't have as like a lot of people. It seems like all the events that I don't attend kind of hit around the 40 to 50 mark. And then the only other like big face to face event that I went to, which was a 5K held by face to face, uh, that hit cap of 80, and we actually had extra people trying to what's it called? Trying to register. Split 2,000 tickets each. How did tickets work? Is it like how? Because I'm assuming that they're doing what they call the prize wall, right? That's what I remember from like GP Toronto from like several years ago. Oh my god, it's been maybe like more than half a decade now. How was the last time I went to a GP? Man, that was a long time ago. Face to face regional champs. Okay, so it's not part of the face to face tour. Pioneer regional champ was the main event. Oh, so Pioneer was the main format, but it's a regional championship. So it's like an RC. It was the RC. Oh, because there's RCQs. So it's like the PPTQ and then the RPTQ, and then this was the actual event. No, this would be the equivalent to an RCQ, right? Every 3 months between RPTQ and national. Is there a national still? I remember they tried to bring it back a few years ago, and then I never, and then I think COVID happened, and then it never came back. 60 to 70 people at Legacy. Oh, you're on Goblins, nice. Yeah, we've had Max starting to come out every week, showing us like the mid range goblins, the classic list. Do you play the combo goblins or do you play mid range goblins? Face to face tour feeds into the RC. Okay, I don't understand. They like revamped this tournament system to be more streamlined, but I find it more confusing than ever. Like, what was wrong with the old system? There was PPTQs that your local stores could host that then can qualify you to a larger like regional PT like RPTQ, and then the RPTQ gets you an invite into Pro Tour. But I guess because there's no Pro Tour anymore, Face-to-face tour has event that gives you invite to RC. Top of RC gets you into Pro Tour. First place gets World's invite. Okay, so the top 8 of an RC gets into Pro Tour, but first place gets to go to Worlds. So wait, what this is explaining to me is the PPTQ system. Is it just because there's too many letters and people don't know what a PPTQ stands for? What the? Why even rebrand it? That makes no sense. But bigger events? But couldn't you upsize, like upscale the events to how they are right now, but keep the same name and make it less confusing for all like the older players? Because Magic has like an older crowd, right? Like I don't see newer, like younger players coming in. So the majority of Magic's community is growing older and is more in touch with how it used to be. Like I'm not that old. I'm like 27. I'm 27 now. Wow. Okay. I'm kind of old. I'm 27 and this transition here, maybe I'm just an idiot or low IQ, but I find this so confusing. Like why I an RC makes it sound like a remote control car. I don't like how they're called RC or like what the hell is a mythic championship? I don't know what that is either. Like ever since Arena, actually, oh man, okay, I think ever since Arena stepped into the fold and they tried to introduce their digital way of professional play, I have just not paid attention to it. They made too many like huge changes all at once. I couldn't keep up with any of it, and I just chose not to follow it. And then they told me that I couldn't buy a lot of their products because they're not meant for me. So I was just like, fuck it, okay. Wizards is trying to tell me what to do. I'm just gonna support the format that helps them the least. So we're playing the best format, Legacy. Woo! Yay! What a tangent rant. Okay. Well, you did great at the. So, okay, that's what I wanted to ask. So you got 2,000 tickets, I think is what you said. How does I've always been confused. I've never been good enough to win anything from a prize wall, so I don't know how that actually works. Does does like one ticket equal $1, or does yeah like I want to know what the transfer ratio is, the ratio of what a ticket is to dollar value. Because I know like the last time I went to GP Toronto, my friend, well, manager at the time, he won a bunch of events and he ended up walking out with like 2 or 3 candelabras. And at the time, candelabras were like 300 or $400. I don't know how much they are now. How much is a candelabra? I guess I can't just Google candelabra, can I? Candelabra of Tanos. On TCG Player, they're 900 LP. Wow, okay, he made out like a bandit. Yeah, how does that work? Like, I saw that they had a Black Lotus. Did they not? Did they have like a Black Lotus on their prize wall or something? Because I was really considering like going to see if I could get like a cheaper. Um, what's the land? What's the really expensive land? Tabernacle. I wanted to kind of pick up a Tabernacle. You can get 4 packs for 100 tickets. So 900 tickets gets you a booster box. Okay, so that's... Wait, 4 packs for 100 tickets? 4 packs of what? Oh, 4 times 9 is 36 anyway. So each ticket... So 1 pack is 25 tickets. So 20... So that means what? $1 is 5 tickets roughly? Is that how the math works out? Yeah. So it's like roughly one ticket or $1 is 5 ticks. That's not. That's okay, I guess. That's pretty good. Black Lotus was 100,000 tickets. Did anyone actually get it though? I'd be surprised if someone actually got it. Because that's pretty insane. I wonder what was on the like. Did it was anyone? Do you know anyone who like was able to get like a picture of the prize wall? Sold out on Sunday. Damn. Someone's probably walking around just buying tickets, right? Trying to buy ticks on the cheap. Could you? Are you able to trade ticks for uh event entry fees? I assume not, right? Tickets are only redeemable at the prize wall, I would assume. What's up, Pokari? Yeah, I would assume that every entry fee would be like a dollar amount and that like prize tickets could only be used at the prize wall. So I guess if someone was trying to negotiate because that would like lower their value, that means someone could be trying to pick up like use like the most powerful card in the world to acquire more tickets on the cheap. Because if no one wants something from the prize, or if someone doesn't like, if someone has like 1,000 tickets and they don't want anything from the prize wall, so I don't know. Let's see. Uh, someone has like 1,000, and we kind of roughly estimate that each ticket is $5, so 1,000. You can spend like $200 to get 1,000 tickets. So I'm gonna be trying to offer like a like 175 for like 1,000 tickets. Got a video. Oh, if you want, you can link it. We can take a look. That'd be cool. Actually, I wonder if there's footage around like face to faces like tour. Was it Toronto RC Toronto RC weekend video? That didn't work. Toronto MTGRC. This was in 2018 GP Toronto. I think that's the one that I went to. But does not look like it. What if we just go to face face's Twitter? Put it on this screen so I can see what you guys are saying. Only showed everything, so it showed everything, so it's only like 10 seconds of the prize wall. Yeah, that's fine. But even just like looking at like if they have like video footage of like what the event looked like, that'd be kind of cool to look at. Damn, that guy's mustache is glorious. What's a Facebook reel? Alright, let me see. I don't know if it's worth like sharing this, but we'll try it. What is this? Oop. Is there audio? Yep, their typical banner. Oh god, oh god. Wait, can I go backwards on a reel? Can I rewind in a Facebook reel? It doesn't look like it. Okay, let's try. Let's try. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, wait. Were those bigger cards? Um. Wait, this is 6 packs for 100 tickets. Is that what you said? Is that what we said? 4 packs for 100. Okay, so our estimates are. Oh, that's for an older set. So it varies per set. So are these bigger cards? Do they have a ticket value? Can you buy these big cards for tickets? That's kind of cool. What's like the average price for those? And I don't even know what cards these are. What is that? Jace the Perfected Mind and Kaya Intangible. Don't know what that says, and I did not know that these cards existed. So a bunch of booster boxes. Okay, so we didn't get to. So I guess your friend only took like a big image, so not a close up of like the singles and stuff. 1,500 tickets. You're telling me it's more than $200 for that big card? Pfft, lame. Yo, they need to work on their merch. This guy looks familiar. He kind of looks like Pat. I don't think it's Pat. Pat would not work for face. Oh, I do not like the color of that banner. Oh! Snug the Amazing was here? Oh, I should have gone. I love her artwork. I love Snug. She's like all of her like characters are so cute. Oh, look at the ramen. Commander Mechanic. Ooh, purple. Was that your friend? Oh, are these all the tokens? Ooh. Oh, look at those playmats. Oh, it's much smaller than old GPs, eh? I guess that was that like the kind of turnout that they were expecting. Only one side of the room. I see. So I assume that it was like that was like the main event hall, right? Or the main event side. That was the commander. Oh, okay. So the other side must have been just like way more tables, right? And I assume that there was like other card vendors there. I would assume that House of Card was there, right? I saw like they were attending a lot of face to faces events and stuff. That's cool. I don't know. Maybe once I start posting all of the legacy footage and the YouTube channel. I just made the YouTube channel last night, so I will get this once I upstart. Once I have like a few videos up, I will. It'll just be like, I think the first few videos will just be like cut up. I don't know if I should do that. They'll probably just be like cut up rounds of the VODs that we're reviewing. So once I get up like at least 10 videos onto the YouTube channel, I will update this banner down here with the YouTube channel link. That will be, I won't do it because all this stuff is for like this Twitch channel. I never really wanted to do YouTube in the first place. But the YouTube link that I'll put won't be like Lazy Jukebox. It'll be, I named it Lazy MTG. So it'll be like the dedicated MTG YouTube channel. Or at least YouTube content. If I could go back and change, I wonder. I don't think I could change my name now. I have so much like stuff that just says Jukebox. I could just be like Lazy MTG. I didn't. I also didn't want to pigeonhole myself into like just Magic content, but whatever. Singles weren't great this time. The duels, none this time. Oh. Yeah, serialized cards seems to be like the chase cards now. I guess it's because duels don't very like they don't sell well, I don't think. But yeah, I'm shocked that they're like if that was the only other vendor there, that's kind of surprising to me. I also wish that like so face to face obviously was hosting this regional championship. Can other stores host the regional championship? Oh, there are four other vendors. Okay, that's not bad. That's like okay. But yeah, I'm wondering if other stores or do they have the rights to run the like all RCs? Because I haven't seen any other store like host a regional championship, right? Like they've hosted like I don't know what they're called. RCQs? Is that what it's called? I assume it would be just an RCQ that goes into the RC, right? Yeah, I kind of wish that Magic or Wizards stepped away from this, cause like face to face is good at TOing, and they've hosted like events very well in the past, but they're kind of not the store that I want to support. So I would probably be more inclined to attend an event, like give other stores a shot. The problem is if that store royally screws up, it can go like very wrong. Like having face to face just run all the events is kind of just like the safest bet. Okay, well, let's get into the first match. We're gonna go with Dave's footage first. I think we'll start with this. Boop. Okay, so we're trying a. Wait. Did I do it right? I didn't do it right. Hold on. Wait. I have to restart. You're pissed Sunday. Sorry, I was pissed Sunday too. I wanted the Druidic Ultra Pro archive thing they had on the prize wall. They had 4 left and told me I couldn't get on. They needed to send them to Edmonton. What? That's sus. That is incredibly. That's a that's a very like logical thing, or not logical, reasonable thing to complain about. That makes no sense. Why would you have it on the prize wall if you can't, if you're not allowing people to like, you know, claim it? What is this? Druidic Ultra. Well, it can't be an archive, right? Because that's Ultimate Guard. So it has to be, if it is an archive. Ooh, I'm assuming that you meant Ultimate Guard, but ooh, this thing's nice. Wow, look at this. I really hope this is what you're talking about, because this is sweet. Wow. Look at this. And does it come with these? This was 300 tickets? So that's what, 50 bucks? Whoa. The Druidic Secrets Bundle is perfect combination for your mystical adventures. Store all your secrets and wisdoms in the archive 800. Is it released? Do stores have this? Can you purchase this, or can you only get them at like secret events? Or not secret events, but like special events. Ooh. This would be great for my fully foiled Kaladesh cube. This looks so sick. I wonder. Store finder? This is in German! There's no way we got this! Wait, Canada? What do you mean area? Search? What? This makes no sense. What? You're letting me just search Canada? This is... I didn't know that Ultimate Guard was based in Germany. Wait, that was German, right? I'm not being like, offensive or anything. It looks so good. Looked it up yesterday and found Canadian sites. Maybe it's because I went to like the direct like Ultimate Guard store and not like a store that has them. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe if I hit like, maybe I'll do like a sub giveaway. If you could convince, if you have friends that have Amazon Prime, and get them to sub, and if we hit like a sub goal, maybe I'll like raffle it off or something. We'll see. Oh, sorry. Give me one moment. Give me un momento. Okay. So I don't know who's playing here. Oh, okay. I think I know who this is. So I think player 1 is Hootie. I don't know if he has a Twitch username. Should I go by his Discord username? I don't know what his Discord username is though. Okay, we'll do this. His usual like moniker is the Clown Prince, so we'll just name him the Clown Prince. And then I don't know the other guy, so we're just gonna call him Justin. All right, so we're gonna try this kind of layout. 401 had them for $100. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. I wonder how much they started off with. If they had 4 left, I wonder like how long it took them to realize that it was too low. And these guys, are they gonna use an app? Live counter? They are. So I'm not sure exactly what card this is. It has to be a 0 mana artifact. I'm assuming that it's like a Mishra's Bauble, just looking at its border. On Hootie's side of the field, like right here. I think this is the Mishra's Bauble. So there's a clown car for X equals 2. Don't know exactly what this does. Okay, so I think it's like whatever X's you roll that many D6s. If it's evens, you get like a +1/+1 counter, and if it's odds, you get that many tokens. I think of like whatever you rolled. So Justin clearly on Dredge. I don't know if Justin has other decks, but it's pretty. It's close to being like pretty pimped out. Like these are foil Japanese Cephalid Colosseums, so pretty pricey. I think these are also Japanese foil Careful Studies, so super nice. Um, I wonder actually how much they are. So I think this is a Cabal Therapy. I wonder what he's named. Oh no, this was Grief. Sorry. I didn't see the Grief. The Grief taking Kappa Cannoneer. Unfortunately exiling the Cabal Therapy. So that would have been really nice to Grief and then double hit the thought casts. But probably just doesn't have another black card in hand to exile to Grief. Or didn't think it was worth it. I think there was a Hogak in there. There is, and a Bridge from Below. So discards the rest of the breakthrough. There's now a Cabal Therapy in the grave. Sack the Narcomoeba. Get rid of both of those thought casts and make a. It looks like there's only one bridge, so one zombie. And making a 2/2 with that test ape there. I think Justin calling him out to see how he wants to stack this stuff. Look like Hoodie's tapping this for mana. Because he does have Metalcraft, assuming that this card down here is a Mishra's Bauble. So he does have Metalcraft. Well, no matter what, he has Metalcraft now, so he could have activated to make a construct, but I don't think that's where you want to be here. I mean, he searches for Shadow Spear, so makes a construct. Yep, use the mana. Oh, that is an Aether Spell Bomb. Okay. I wonder who is favored in this matchup. Without the Kappa Cannoneer, Justin's able to just continuously make zombie tokens and bring creatures back to have blockers for the constructs. So it's hard for Hootie to break through. He does have the Shadow Spear now, which helps like a lot. But Justin might be able to win through just sheer numbers. Which now he has a bunch of bridge from belows in the graveyard now. So he's bringing back all these Icarids. There's another bridge from below and another Golgari Grave Troll. Emotes are locked for subs confirmed. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean confirmed? Is it? Is it not? It's not doing subs? How do... If someone... Okay, hold on. Here. Can I do it for you? Holy cow, you're... Here, can I play it for you?
Your penis is gigantic. Gigantic. Your penis is literally the biggest thing within the tri-state area. Your penis is bigger than a small elephant. It's bigger than, like, a tree. A big old tree. Lots of branches on your penis.
Hey! Jordy PQ, thanks for the sub! Okay, there. We did it. I have to figure out why... Twitch resubs not... Ba-ba-da-ba-da. So generally, when resubbing, the subscriber is allowed to choose whether to share their resub or not. Is this the problem? When resubbing, the subscriber is allowed to choose whether to share their resub or not. My recurring sub to a streamer happened literally right now, and they stream tonight. There's a box in the chat window to share their resub. Holy shit! Oh, okay, that one scared me. Hey, thanks for subbing. Thanks for the 3 months. Wait, no, you didn't sub for 3 months. This is your 3rd month. Woo. Okay, everyone in chat, if you're here, you're listening, and you ever choose to use your Prime Gaming sub, Please announce it to the world so that I can thank you. Otherwise, I actually have no idea if you've subbed or not. Sometimes you just gotta have the big dick energy. Okay, so it looks like Justin was on draw discard into Golgari Grave Troll, and Hootie searches from the Urza Saga a Soul Guide Lantern, exiling the Golgari. You missed 2 months of gigantic penis. Okay, we'll find you a special tone for you to cover the last 2 months. I got you. Don't worry. Uh, oh, what's the music? I can't remember. What is it called? I don't remember what the tone is called. Dang it. I will find it. I will find it after this match. I think. So there's a lot of glare on this phone screen. So I think it's 16 to 20. Uh, Cootie at 16 and Justin at 20. So the Clown Prince doing all that he can to keep Justin's graveyard empty, while you know having these constructs out. He's doing a pretty good job of it. These constructs are pretty large. They are 6/6s. But Justin does now have a Dredger in the graveyard. But he can't pop the Soul Guide Lantern. So I think that says 14. So there is double Cabal Therapy, Force of Will, Watery Grave, Stinkweed Imp. Justin plays Polluted Delta for turn. Passes. Rudy swings for 12. Bring him down to 2, I think. Justin goes down to 1. And does he somehow win the game from here? I'm wondering if this, like the non-manaless Dredge. Okay, no, he just concedes. Okay, cool. Just a concession. Um, I think we can kind of skip through here. All right, let's do this, folks. What's up, Wave Boy? Sorry, I totally missed your message. Bezos paid for yours. That is what I want. If you're gonna pay for Amazon, give me some of your little extra somethings on the side, you know. Anyway, how is everyone's days going? How's the start to your weeks? I don't like pie. I want cake. I also am not a huge fan of cake, so give me ice cream. I love ice cream. Give me a lick. Let me let me lick your prime. Give me a lick of your prime. You can have the scoop, but I want a lick. Does it have waffle cone? Let me lick your ice cream. 32 ice cream. What the f? You can get 32 ice cream sandwiches for $7? Oh my god. Okay, so there's another otherworldly gaze. Hootie getting all the information that he can. Gets to draw 2 cards here. I think he's looking for some sort of counter spell. There's a Justin casting the otherworldly gaze, putting a bridge from the below on in the graveyard. Hootie draws a Mox Opal for turn. Takes 2 damage from the Ancient Tomb. Casts a second Chalice of the Void. So that will stop Justin from using these otherworldly gazes in the graveyard. So I wonder what Justin put double on top. He swapped the order. So I'm kind of curious as to what he's planning. So Hootie rolling 4. So that's an odd amount. So I think he makes what? 3 1/1s? There's an even number, so he gets a counter. There's an odd number, so he gets another clown. There's an odd number, so he gets another one. Is that 4 die rolls? I think that was 4, right? So there's a Suffled Coliseum. But can't do much. Hootie in a dominant position here. A bunch of 1/1s. Is it? Does he have 3 1/1s or 4 1/1s? There's a Construct. Overwhelmingly huge here. Talking about the gigantic PPs, these Constructs have the most Ps I've ever seen. Yep, gonna take care of that bridge from below because those otherworldly gazes. P for power, you know it. So how much power does Hootie have on board? He has... If he has 4... I'm not entirely sure. Is it 3 tokens? I need to know what Clown Car actually says. So I think this one construct is crewing the Clown Car. So his construct is 9. I think he has 3 tokens, so that puts it to 12. Yeah, and it looks like game. So much disruption from Hootie's side. So that will be game numero uno. Okay, let me find this. Let me find this tone for you missing the last 2 months. It will be truly the greatest. I think it's called... I think we found it! Hey, you missed your last 2 announcements? Get wrecked, kid! Go kick rocks! We're just gonna let it go. You get the full tone. Yes, it took me a while to find it, but we got there. Ooh, baby. If you don't want this tone playing during your sub, make sure you announce it to the rest of us so that you can get your big PP power. Okay. we'll let it end. We'll let it end, and then we'll queue up the next game. Oh god, that's funny. Oh, that's you don't need to know about that one. Okay, so this next game is Yossi versus, I think we can call him Robota, or Robot. What is his name? Should be here. Rabota. I don't know what Rabota means. I wonder if it's a different language. But it's gonna be Rabota versus Henny. And it is going to be... Oh, I didn't update the match scores last time. I will remember to do so now. It is Burn versus Death Shadow. Yes, you heard me. We're playing Legacy. Burn versus Death Shadow. Yeah. Wait, this is you? Means work in Russian? Really? So wait, how do I pronounce this name on Twitch then? Is it Khaladets? Khala? Is that did I say that right? Wait, did I really? Yo, I'm a master of tongues. Thanks for stopping by, Jordy PQ. We'll miss you. Oh, is it just Haladets? What does Haladets mean? Hala these nuts? Why do you guys watch me? Oh god, this match? I know it's a disgusting Russian food. Then why did you make your name that? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so the way you worded this reasoning is it's flagging. Do you want me to look it up? Yeah. Joining PQ allowed them. So did you see it's did you guys were my mods able to see the flag? Yo, that's damn. Holy. That's too intense. Their recognition is too strong. Yeah, go get them, guys. Use your guns. You can use your guns and shields however you want, I guess. Who's the guy with the sexy hands? Isn't it Rabota? Rabota? I. He's not on. He's not on camera. I can't. I don't know his name. What's going on with all these prayer beads? All right, Cycle Street, right? Draw card. That's another days. Flooded Strand. Crack it. All right, so Yossi showing Fire Blast. What's the? Oh, what's the suspend? Lightning Rift? Is that what it is? Just ponder. So you see, I know we saw Baleful Strix. I saw Baleful Strix in the Snuff Out. Rift Bolt. Thank you. Wait, is this in the right order? I saw. Is this game one? This is game one, right? Because I saw the vortex. Do you mainboard vortexes? Alright, Goblin Guide, attack trigger. Reveals Force of Will. You mainboard roiling vortexes? Damn. That is crazy. Is that normal? That's crazy. Wasteland Underground Sea, I think. Okay. So what do we draw? Underground Sea. Alright. So no blockers yet. Another mountain. Fire Blast online. Does Monastery Swift Spear? Ooh, attack, so no Swift Spear. So probably Eidolon, right? I don't know, like Roiling Vortex in the main is kind of brave. Is there not a better burn spell that we could be playing? There's Eidolon. This is Daze, right? Daze pick up Underground Sea. Yep. Makes sense. Counter that. Draw Wasteland. Holy shit. The chat box is too funny. Oh my god. That's too good. Oh, that's so funny. Alright, you'll see attacking for 3, it looks like. Not a great position here. Should have just named me. What? I don't think I don't think we can. Hey mods, I'll let you handle this one. All right, double rift bolts. All right, draw brainstorm. If you ignore it, it goes away. All right, brainstorm. Damn, 3? Is that 3 lands? You gotta put the wasteland and the underground sea back, right? Wasteland useless here. Underground sea, you can just search off of the other 2 lands. We'll keep the underground sea. Man, at this point, we're gonna be hard casting Snuff out. Play Polluted Delta, but we kept the underground sea. Interesting. So now if you want to hard cast Daze, you're gonna have to take a damage for it. Oh man. Now the Swift Spear is a 3/4. Hot damn. This is rough. Chain Lightning for game? Just to iterate, Haladets is a dish that most people don't like. It's gross. It's like this meat jello. I'm kind of curious to like look it up, but I kind of also don't want to look it up, you know? Like, does that make sense? Like, okay, wait. I'll look it up first, and then. Oh. Why does this? Hey, if you guys are curious what Haladits is, you guys can look it up on your own. No, I'm not showing that on stream. I actually had to like. I'm okay eating barbecue for the rest of my life. I don't need to be adventurous. Man, so you're already playing mainboard Skewer the Critics, eh? Oh, you definitely keep the Roiling Vortexes in, right? This is like the perfect matchup. So many free counter spells. Man, you are so favored in this matchup. Like, it is actually crazy. Like, how does Death Shadow beat Burn in Modern? Isn't it, like, favored for Death Shadow? Maybe because it doesn't have as efficient burn spells? Wait, but that doesn't make sense. All the burn spells that Modern has, Legacy has. They just include Fire Blast. Did you end up going to ETB yesterday to play? I'm definitely gonna go this week. But we gotta play fast because they have an employee meeting after. I know John was asking, but I'm not sure if he actually went. Alright, so Henny on the play this time. I assume. The Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, Land, Chain Lightning, Pyroblast, Land, Lava Spike. So nothing but threes. You'll see a 3-point shooter here. Look at him, so calm and collected. Wondering why he sold his D&T lists. Pondering the Mercadian Masks Rishadan port. What a beautiful piece of art. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like those classic Where's Waldo like pieces of art. Oh, it looks so good. But it's all like funky looking. LEDs, D&T, you're crying. You don't need LEDs for D&T though. I mean, you can always use Ed's D&T, right? If you ever wanted to play D&T again, Ed's deck is always there. It's definitely like outdated. Like it's very outdated. Yeah, I feel you. Did you get any more practice in with Black Saga Storm? You want to play Black Saga Storm over D&T? Wow, okay. Okay, I see you. Started MTGA. Yeah, but MTGA won't help you with Black Saga Storm, right? Gold. Oh, gold fishing. Ah, I see, I see, I see. Just to get magic. Hey, yeah. I mean, if you go 2-1, you get a pack anyway, so you might as well use the code for something, right? Alright, so we got Mountain. Rift. Suspend Rift Bolts. Pass the turn. Let's see, Johan's turn. Draws a Death Shadow. Plays Scalding Tarn. Land for turn. I think there's a Daze and a Ponder in his hand. So I think this is another, yeah, another Ponder. So we reveal Polluted Delta, Flooded Strand, Baleful Strix. Baleful Strix not bad here. If there's a Brainstorm in hand, this is pretty good. He draws the Baleful Strix, then draws the fetch land next turn, can Brainstorm, and then shuffle away. Does not seem that he has a Brainstorm, though. So Robota bolts the face for 3 on upkeep. Plays land for turn, and I assume he just passes? Is there a creature in hand? Did he draw a Goblin Guide or something? I guess he could Lava Spike. Do an early Lava Spike to try and pressure the life total, but I probably prefer to, like, use the sorcery speed to kill and then instant speed at the end of his turn, because that will give his Deathrite Shamans some power or some, like, more credibility to play. Like, if you hold your lava spikes and chain lightning, then you're trying to win on your turn. If you decrease his life now, which you've done, he can now play his Death Shadows and start to either apply pressure or have blockers. Couldn't find the middle ground between not hiding hand to the camera and revealing hand to everybody. Yeah, it's tough. Like it's not a huge deal that we can't see it, but it would be nice. I think we can just start to get used to playing on camera, and then if you could just remember where, like, I think like player one side, like the way it's set up is player one side is definitely a lot easier to see than player two side, and I'm not exactly sure why. I guess it has to do with the the angle at which the camera is pointing. I mean, I think it is favoring P1 side just a little bit, but I don't think it's too bad. So I think Robota has Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, and then Pyroblast. Pyroblast probably being held to push, like, ensure that damage goes through. So there to push damage through, which is not bad. Um, this Death Shadow is a 7/7, I think. So we're gonna chump. Play land. I think this is where we're gonna try to kill. Go down to 3. And then we push through this lightning bolt. Yep, we're gonna force and then counter it. That is the game. So Roboto wins in 2. Very clean, very clean. And we're just watching the end of it. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty. So, why don't we take a quick break? Say 5 minutes, and then we will return with the round 2. All right. Break time. Oops, my bad. Sorry. I thought that song was a little under 5 minutes, but it turns out it's a little over 5 minutes. My mistakes. My mistake. Okay. Round two. Uh, who is? Is it? I think this might be. It is. Okay. I might actually skip this one. Because we've seen Hootie play already, and the other player I kind of want to save because he's in the finals. So I think we'll see. Who do I have round two? Okay, we'll watch this one. So this is round two. This is myself versus Michael, and he is a very surprising deck. Very, very surprising. So let me see if I can get his Discord name, and then I will use his Discord name. What is his name on Discord? Okay, it is just his initials. uh, I guess we'll just use his initials for now. I wish there was an easier way. I need to figure out an easier way to do this. Well, we have MK as player 1, and we have BK as player 2. We'll just say lazy. Let's do this. Boop. And the match score is 0-0. Go, go, go! We are all set up and ready to go. So we have. What was I playing? So MK is on Jeskai, and I am playing Naya Depths. So I think there's just like a lack of colors in that hand. I think there was also like a double Minskin Boo, if I recall correctly, but it was just I don't think I was doing anything for the first few turns, and I think with this deck you at least want to get you either want to have Elvish Reclaimer on turn 1, or you want to be like having extra mana turn 2. Actually, if we just if we go back for a second, we'll see this hand here. So like this hand is an example of like really bad because you have double Green Sun Zenith. You have the Elvish Reclaimer, so you have the ways of getting what you have the like what you want to be doing on turn 1 and 2, but there's no green sources, and then there's a Source of Plowshare and a Minskin boost. So this is very clearly a mulligan. So we're down to 5 now. Unfortunately, did you guys eat big dinner yet? It's got. I guess you guys have like probably eaten, right? Pretty late. All right, so we can still get lucky here. We can still try and make like a turn 3 Dark Depths, which is kind of what we see here. So we have Dark Depths, Yavimaya, Elvish Reclaimer, Windswept Heath, Knight of the Reliquary, and Endurance. And then we're bottoming Pajuka Bog. So we could get lucky here, and if we top deck a Thespian stage, this is a turn 3 Merit Lodge. But if it's not, we still have turn 1 Elvish Reclaimer. So I think we're ditching the Endurance, I believe, because like historically we know that MK plays like Jeskai control decks or blue-white control, so the graveyard isn't really what I'm worried about. So I think we're pitching the Endurance here. It's also like if the Reclaimer dies, we have backup Knight just in case if I wanted to play just like a little safer. The Windswept Teeth really picks up the white source. So I think he's on the play, right? So on MK side, we see Volcanic Island Ponder, and there's the spoils. So he does have Dress Down, and he does keep. I believe he kept Dreadnought. So he's playing Jeskai Dreadnought, which I was like not expecting at all. So he draws into the Misty Rainforest. Assume he plays the Misty Rainforest, right? I think the other land in his hand is a Wasteland. Like this deck attacked on so many axes, I had no idea what was going on. Yeah. So now we're trying to get lucky, seeing if we top deck at Thespian stage. It's really unfortunate because I don't want to sack either of these lands. I think like just in case I wanted to, do I hold up the Reclaimer? Oh, we play Mox Diamond. So we're pitching this Windswept Teeth? Interesting. I don't remember doing that. I played Knight of the Reliquary. Okay, wait. If I didn't do that, so if I didn't Knight and I crop rotationed, I could. If I crop rotation, I sack. Oh no, I can't sack the Yavimaya because I need it to tap for mana. Yeah, okay. There is no way for me to have. Actually, if I no, there's no way for me to have played a land and Mox Diamond because I have the crop rotation in hand. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So I'm pretty sure that was like so he played Days. So we draw Green Sun. It's not the Thespian stage that we're looking for. Here we're going for Dryad Arbor, so we can find another land to sack to the crop rotation to get the Thespian stage. But here's Dress Down. So here I thought he was just trying to like draw a card. I did not expect what he's about to do, which is cast Dreadnought. So now I'm like, so I'm pretty like fine until he plays his Wasteland, and now I'm in danger. Because if he goes after the Dark Depths, I have to sack the Dark Depths to the crop rotation to try and do something, but yeah. Just very well played by MK here. So we're gonna tap it and then sack it to crop rotation. So I don't know what those two Egyptian god cards are in his goddamn hand. Like, they're obviously like Force of Will or Days. I just don't know which one is which. I hate those cards so much. Yeah, so we sacked the Maze of Ith. It can still tap for mana, which is not bad, but I just don't want to. Like I'm trying to draw out this game and not die to this Dreadnought at this point. So we search for the Maze of Ith. Try and delay it for a turn. Draw. I think it's a plains. It is a plains. Can't do much. So like it's like it wasn't bad for a multi 5, but again, oh, so there's a wasteland on top. Just takes away the Maze of Ith, then I die in 2 turns. Or die in 1 more turn. So we wasteland this Maze of Ith. I will die, and then I think even if I get this draw, there's nothing I can do. Oh, I top deck swords. Not bad. So it gives me some extra time. But he... Okay. So, because he has Force of Will. There's another Dreadnought. Two cards on top. And it resolves. Interesting. Very interesting. So I think if he just countered the Swords to Plowshare, is it a Force of Will? I don't know what those 2 cards like in his hand are. If he just countered the Swords to Plowshare, he would have just killed me. I wonder why he didn't do that. I know one of them is Daze and one of them is like the other one has to be Force of Will, right? Oh, it's Stifle. Okay, that makes a big difference. I thought they were all like free counter spells. Okay, 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 okay. So we bring a choke for sure, right? We bring a choke. Do you bring a choke? Please tell me we bring a choke. I think we're bringing an Artifact Hate. I don't know. We didn't bring a choke? So there's Lauren of the Third Path. Outland Liberator. Maybe I thought choke was too slow. Well, we're bringing in all the blasts. I mean, it seems decent. Because the prismatic endings deal with the Phyrexian Dreadnoughts. I think we cut the Minsk and Booze here, right? Looking back on it now. I also think I want to go faster than he does. So I think we should cut the Minsk and Booze, the Endurances. I don't know what else. What's up, Josh? I'm not entirely sure. Let's see if I can put up. Do I have a goal? Dashboard. Sub goal. What's sub goal? Where are my widgets? All widgets. Follower goal, view count, game widget, poll. There's sub goal widget, subscriber goal. There it is. Please read the follow. Please do not share this with anyone and do not expose to the public. What? Why am I not supposed to show this to the public? I don't even know what my sub goal is. Do I have a sub goal? Can you guys see? Maybe I can search it up myself. I do. I need 45 more subs to do the giveaway. Haha! Get on it, kids. Maybe I'll decrease it to 25. 50 seems like a lot. I put it as 50 because I thought no one would get there. I thought I'd never get there, but you know. How do I change it? Is there a way for me to change my sub goal? Why is it? I don't even remember setting this. Wait. Where did I? Can you let me know where it says when I do the Ghidorah giveaway? I remember like setting it up and everything, but I don't know where it is. Sorry, my bad. So we just go to Dark Depths to Mana Accelerate. So Michael has I believe are those dazes? I think those are dazes, right? That was me trying to convince him to blow up my Dryad Arbor. So I think he has 2 dazes and a stifle. So now, wow, you have double Knight of the Reliquary, eh? So there's a Dragon's Rage Channeler. I start to panic because I was like, why is there a Dragon's Rage Channeler in a Dreadnought deck? So I got kind of worried that he boarded out the Dreadnoughts. So I was like, okay, maybe he switched his threat suite, his creature suite. So I kind of got rid of it. And then I also kind of didn't mind because I have the Lauren for the Dreadnought just in case. But then he played Delver, and I was like, holy crap, he definitely does not have Dreadnoughts in. And now this Lauren is dead in hand. Unfortunately, drawing a second Yavimaya here. We tap out to play the Knights. So there's a Daze. So card is too good. What does Lauren do? So Lauren is 3 mana. It's a 2/1. So it's 1 white, 2. And it's a 2/1. And it has Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, you can destroy target artifact or an enchantment. And then you can tap it, and you and target opponent may draw 1 card. So it's a very powerful card. It's a legendary creature too. So he does not flip the Delver. He gets the Wasteland. Does not Wasteland anything. So he wants to cast the Dress Down to get this Dreadnought into play. So I have drawn an Outland Liberator, which we try to cast. So at this point, I'm like, okay, he doesn't have any more Dreadnoughts. I might as well play this creature because it's a threat. And now he's contemplating on countering it. So I think that's the Force of Will in his hand. So the Daze is kind of like a circle of blue fire. So he had double Daze Force of Will. So he ends up Force of Willing the Outland Liberator, and I'm at this point, I'm like, my threat was kind of greater than his. So I still thought he didn't have Dreadnoughts. These are not masterpieces. These are fucking like, I don't even know. They're abominations. They're relics of the past. They're gross. Disgusting. So I jokingly talk about like kanji as moon runes. These are literal hieroglyphs. How the hell am I supposed to like read those? Like what the heck? All right, so he flashes Dress Down in again. I think it's just a draw card, but little do I know. So he's gonna reveal for Delver, right? draws a second Dreadnought. So I'm like, ah, ha ha ha! You don't ever flip Delver, just like me. But then Doomsday happens. Wait, is he not? Oh yeah, he has land for turn already. Yup, there it is. He's successfully controlled me. Are they like Infect? No, they're actual like hieroglyphs. They're the what are they called? Uh Expedition was Zendikar, masterpieces were Kaladesh. What are the invocations? They are Amonkhet invocations. So yeah, they're from Amonkhet, so they're supposed to look like Egyptian, and they're actually supposed to be like hieroglyphs. So they're like written like awfully. Like that is like just awful to like to try and read. Yeah, I have no idea what card he's holding. Is that Stifle? Yeah, he had I think he had like another Stifle. Yeah, let's see. So if I like put this on screen, can you read this? What card is this? Awful. It is absolutely awful. Just just terrible. I don't know how this got through design. This was like okay, it is threads of disloyalty. Disloyalty though, not disloyalty. Oh man, there's still gameplay? Oops, my bad. Nah, but yeah, the game is over. Okay. So we'll go to round 3 now. Round 3, we'll go to Dave, which is Fernando versus. This is Dave's mat, but that's Johan. Oh, I always forget to update the match card. Oops. I'm pretty sure this is Johan. Wait, are you leaving it there? Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me you're leaving it there. Please tell me you move the life counter. Fernando. Fernando. Fernando, don't do me like this, please. Move the life counter. Fernando, move the life counter, please. Please, 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 please. Please move the life counter. Why are you doing this to me? Why? What did I ever do to you? Oh my god, they're gonna continue playing. Oh god. Free the banana! Free the banana! Please! Banana. Yeah, yeah, which one's which, huh? Yeah, yeah, that's right! That's what I thought! Ingrates. Oh man, okay, so this setup is not working for this one. We'll raise it just a little bit. Okay, so I don't know what deck Gorehound is on. Okay, so I still don't know. This could be Infect and it could be Eureka Tell. Pretty sure it's going to be Infect though. That's what he's been playing a lot recently. Alright, we still can't tell. I think I got a glimpse of a noble hierarch, so I'm pretty sure this is Infect. So this is an end of turn brainstorm from Henny. Man, that shirt is dope. Oh, this is a main phase? Man, who went first? I think Fernando went first, right? So I think Death Shadow should be favored in this matchup. It's got so much hand disruption and like removal. Actually, it might be light on removal, but it definitely has like a lot of hand disruption. The issue is, does he have an answer to this Ink Moth Nexus? There are 3 Wastelands in the deck, so it shouldn't be too bad. He can also snuff it out. So there's a Flooded Strand, so there should be a Brainstorm coming soon. Thoughtseize. Nice. I think if Thoughtseize was the play, I'm pretty sure there's a Ponder in hand. I think it should have been Underground Sea into Ponder and Thoughtseize. And you hold the fetch for the Brainstorm. Yeah, I think if you fetch here, it's kind of a waste. It's a waste of a shuffle effect. And now that he knows that it's Infect, he can just pay as much life as he kind of wants. Although he does have to be careful about the Noble Hierarch. That can be a lethal threat. I think less so in Legacy, but still a option. Very viable option. Especially under like an ensnaring bridge. Oh, there's a Death Shadow. Okay. Yeah, I still think if Thoughtseize is the play, I don't think you play the fetch land. I think you just want to play the Underground Sea. He has Ponder, Brainstorm, Brazen Borrower in hand. So we're crop rotationing, I assume, for a Pendelhaven. Yeah. Makes the most sense. He just wants to start getting infect damage in. So you animate the Ink Moth, attack, pump it. And then, yeah. No, you pump it and then attack. Otherwise, you can't Pendelhaven it. So he's getting in for 3. So this is a 4-turn clock. Not terrible for Brohan. He's got a 3/2/2 Death Shadow, I think. There's a Snuff Out. Wait, did he just pay 5? He was at 11, no? I think he paid 1 too many. He should be at 7. I think Snuff Out is pay 4 life to cast it for free. I think you because you have the brainstorming, I think you just You should have pondered first before playing the land, because it could have been a fetch land. But not relevant here because Baleful Strix dressed down something else. Yeah, so he's probably holds for the dress down and the brazen boar, just attacks with that shadow. So you're attacking for 7. It was 1 fetch land, so he should be at 12. Top deck's an Inkpot Nexus. Pretty good, pretty good. Is this a flashing? Oh, okay. So it clears the blockers. It has a as a flying blocker for the Inkmod Nexus. Top deck's the Baleful Strix, which I'm pretty sure we knew that it was there. Draws a cast Brainstorm. I think I would have Baleful Strix instead to try and draw, because you kind of knew what one card was already, and Brainstorm you kind of want to see when you want to see the most amount of cards. But now there's like no shuffle effects, which is why you kind of want to save your fetches for as long as possible. And he will take game 1. Quick work, quick work. Not bad at all. How's your TFT matches going? How are your TFT matches going? Is more how I should say it. Fourth? If you're not first, you're last. Get fucked. Get wrecked indeed. Yes, TFT is team fight tactics. Oh man. What'd you guys have for big dinner? I had a frutta de mare. Is that a thing? Did I say that right? How do I? That's a real thing, right? I did just be super offensive. I don't even know how to spell it. I'm pretty sure Chef Gordon Ramsay said it a bunch, so I think it's a real thing. Fruity de mer. Fruit of the sea. What's up, Ulfer? Oh, we get to say the famous line now that you've arrived. But only at the end of the stream. Yes. It stands for Attack the Fruity Kid. Fruit of the sea. Yes, indeed. Yo, Wave Boy, you weren't on camera in any of these games? We got a lot of repeat offenders. Alright, so Gorehound doing everything he can to protect this Glistener Elf. What do you mean you let the others play? I wanted to learn from your combo experience. Stop covering the banana! What are you doing? Yeah, hopefully we Wait, whoa. I wanted to learn from the plays of my peers and learn from the experiences that they have graciously volunteered to put themselves through. And it helps the rest of us learn, you know. It helps Ofer learn, it helps Donut learn, it helps joining PQ learn. You know, it helps you guys, you know. It's the way I phrase it, we don't need to talk about. Alright, kick this guy down the hole. The Glistener Elf is dead. It has been fatally pushed. Here is the scarier infect creature, Blighted Agent, with a dress down off the top for Henny. Man, that's kind of unfortunate because if he was able to kill the Blighted Agent with the Fatal Push, he could engineered explosives the Noble Hierarch and the Glistener Elf. So we're gonna brainstorm. Yeah. We kicked the Glizzy Elf. we Henny slapped him in the Glizzy. Oh, that's funny. Did you get your projects done? Is all your schoolwork done on time? If you didn't hang out with us this weekend, you better have completed it, and you better have done well. Because if not, someone's gonna get hurting real bad. Man, we went to get All Stars on Saturday, and oh my god, I love chicken wings so much. I love chicken wings. I think I could live off of chicken wings and popcorn and ice cream for dessert. I guess sometimes. What flavors did I get? I got Cleopatra and Pandora's Gift. Pandora's Gift is the spicier one of the Pandoras. It's the mid spicy. So I think Pandora's Box is the sweeter one. It's not spicy. Then it's Pandora's Gift. Yeah, Pandora's Gift is the mid spicy. So Pandora's Box is non spicy. Pandora's Gift is mid spicy, and then there's a third Pandora, which is like super spicy. I must like those. I do like them. I was not feeling like too spicy, but I really wanted like a garlic parm. So the Cleopatra is garlic parm, um honey, and there's a third kind of like savory flavor. I don't remember what it is. Last time I got that too. This is the first time I've ever got Cleopatra flavor on wings, but I do get Cleopatra fries a lot. I like the garlic parm. Garlic parm's not usually spicy. Yeah, jerk. I have to be in a mood to get like dry wings. Usually my go-to dry rubs are lemon pepper and then Cajun. But man, I think Henny and our friend Vlad tried a bunch of jerk flavors, and they're like the sauces like wet wings. So they really enjoyed like the jerk ones. The jerk flavors at All Stars are like pretty good. Have I been on the SF6? I haven't played it yet, other than that one time I played with Wilmer. Yesterday, I kind of ended up just playing uh Honkai Star Rail and watching a lot of SF6 tournaments and like playthroughs. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I can't believe that's his name for you now. Wow, that is a lot of Force of Wills from Gorehound. And now we're gonna Force of Will back, fighting over this engineered explosives. So you think this EE is on 2, and then I think we're just immediately gonna pop it. Yeah. So now we're in a top deck war. Gorehound not looking too hot. He needs more components, and Penny has a 6/6 Death Shadow now. So swinging for 6. All right, Gorehound top decks Glizzy Elf. Is Brohan gonna get slapped in the Glizzy? There's a Wasteland. Take out a Tropical Island. And attack for 6 Aronis. I think we block with the Noble Hierarch here. So this is a rough place to be in because he has to block. Like no matter what top, like I think the only top deck that can get Gorehound the win here is a Become Immense. I think that's the only out that he has. There's no way he can accrue enough poison damage and not lose this Glistener Elf. So, yep, there's a Brazen Borrower. Oof, that's a good top deck. There's a Wooded Foothills. So, Penny takes it in 2. Takes it in 2. Cool. Okay, so we're on to the last match. And I think this is perfectly timed because it is a longer one. So this is going to be Pavel versus Steven. So Pavel, I believe, is player 1. I don't have him on Discord, so I don't know if he goes by a different name. So for now, I'm just going to use his real name. And Steven is Pakari. So I will go by Pakari now. Life counters are on the top. I don't think we need to see deck lists here. So we'll kind of trim it at the bottom. Or not deck lists, sorry, but just decks in general. But yeah. Is it long? Yeah, so we're this is why I didn't want to watch Steven's matchup earlier, or Pakari's matchup earlier. He's on. There's so many modern archetypes. So this is like what I've been talking about recently. Is like Legacy is becoming like almost like a rotating format. There are a lot of modern decks in Legacy, right? Hammer Time is a deck. Death Shadow's a deck. Burn's a deck. Um, Pakari is now playing Crashing Footfalls, which is a deck like a very prominent deck in Modern. So it's just like a lot of the stronger decks in Modern, are like in Legacy now, or at least like tier 2. Um, but yeah, I think the only one that hasn't translated well is like Elementals, like 4-color Elementals, like an Omnath based deck. I think it's just because Omnath is like very slow in Legacy, and I don't think you want to be like the slow deck. I think like the dedicated slow decks are typically lands. Like if you're not a slow deck, then you need to have like a massive amount of disruption. I guess Jeskai like Control is a slow deck. You consider um Jeskai Staff a slow deck, but those are like the dedicated like hardcore control decks. Yeah. So soon we'll have all these we'll have all these games on the YouTube channel, and we'll get the YouTube channel link posted in the socials. Pavel is on 8 posts, cloud posts, sorry, mono green post. So deck feels inevitable. It feels like the Thanos deck. Like no matter what, he can get there, but he needs time. So he's also kind of like a slower deck. I don't know if he can go fast. I don't think there's a way. Actually, I guess this would be how the Omnat deck would function. Is it's slow and not very disruptive. It's just very good at like not letting itself die. Are they gonna try and show the camera their hands? Sculling Turn, Misty, double Shardless Agent, and an Elvish. Uh, yeah. So there's a Once Upon a Time, which is banned in Modern. 2 mana instant 2 mana instant. If you've cast no other spells in the game, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. And then you can look at the top 5, reveal a creature or land, and add it to your hand. So, extremely strong card. Lets you dig 5 deep. So it's really good. If you have a handful of lands and you don't want to draw another one, it can find a creature for you. If you're like light on lands and you can dig 5 to find a land, it's extremely strong. Not to mention free. I wonder if it would be banned if it kept everything except for its free clause, and if it was 1 mana. So if it was 1 mana, you could dig 5, but that would just be like Ancient Stirrings, and that would like Ancient Stirrings is still pretty good, but you can only find like colorless creatures or colorless permanent. Can you find artifacts? I think it might be a colorless permanent. Maybe a land or a colorless creature. Ancient Stirrings. Look at top 5 cards. You may reveal a colorless card from among them. So yeah, you can find artifacts, but it is a sorcery. So here is a Shardless Agent. I assume that the only card that he's hitting is Crashing Footfalls. I wonder if he plays the Ancestral Visions. I think that's what it is. It's like because Recall is the what's it called? The Power 9. I think it's Visions that it is. So this deck extremely strong because of the evoke creatures now. He does not. Oh, unfortunate. So there's a Glacial Chasm from Pavel. So now he's not going to take any damage. So these rhinos are kind of in a predicament here of doing nothing. So there's a cumulative upkeep. He has to pay 2 life to keep this Glacial Chasm on the board. There's a Yavimaya, so now it can tap for mana. Green Suns for 1. So I assume this is going to try and get a Elvish Reclaimer, but it gets immediately Force of Negation. So Pakari on the stall plan, or the disruption plan, he doesn't want Pavel doing his thing while under this Glacial Chasm. So Pavel needs to offset this life loss because he's gonna lose 6 life next turn to lose this Glacial Chasm. So he either needs to find his Glimmer Posts, which gain him life for each Locust land that he controls, or he needs a way to Crucible of Worlds affect his Glacial Chasms. So Pakari uses fire to shock and kill the Elvish Reclaimer. Elvish Reclaimer is still a 1/2 because there's only 1 land in his graveyard. This Thespian stage, I believe, is copying Cloud Post. Or is it copying Glacial Chasm? It's copying Cloud Post. So he's lost 6 life. There is now a Primeval Titan in Pavel's hand. So I think that was a Glimmer Post in Pavel's hand, so that will gain him some life back. But whether or not he plays it, he might want to play Cloud Post first and then play Glimmer Post. Because if he plays Cloud Post first, he gets way more land. So there's a Force of Will countering the Primeval Titan. Did he just lose an extra life here? I think Pavel ticked him down and then Steven ticked himself again. Right? That was 18. Past that prime time. No, I think I am mistaken. Oh, he tries to do it, but it wiggles. Okay, it's fine. Okay, okay, okay. So does he go down to 2? Does he upkeep copy the Glacial Chasm? Yeah, okay. Ooh, Cavern of Souls comes a turn too late. There's another Fire and Ice. Alright, so something needs to happen here. Pavel top decks Bajuka Bog. But now we can start playing the Glimmer Post. So I think the one that was Cloud Post became Glacial Chasm, and he has one Thespian stage that isn't anything. It is just Thespian stage. This is a very interesting deck. I wanted to build Cloud Post for my friend, but does Glimmer Post come into play tapped? No, I think. Oh yeah, it gains life for equal to the amount of locus or loci, locuses he has. So Picari is drawing a Uro. Pretty good here. Maybe. Kind of just gives him some draw power. I think. Yeah, there's not much that Picari can do. He just needs to wait for these glacial chasms to like run out. But the issue is that that's very unlikely. Yeah, you can attack and like just draw the cards and gain life. So there's a once upon a time. Pavel gonna try and draw some action here. There's prime time off the top. Yeah. So main board pitting needles are usually for wasteland. I don't think crashing footfalls, I don't think the footfalls deck will play wastelands. Um, but you never know. So this prime time is gonna be uncounterable because of the Cavern of Souls. There it is. And we're just gonna gain a bunch of life. Whoa, there's an Ayavugan. Classic. Haven't seen those in years. Needs to find more counters. There's like now that there's the Cavern of Souls, I don't think counters will do anything. Yeah. So this is what I meant by like the deck is inevitable. Like if you don't kill it quickly and then this happens, it's like now that the Ugin is there, he searches for a threat every turn. His lands just tap for so much mana. it's a really rough position, especially from the Footfalls deck that has no way of interacting with its opponent's lands. Like even bouncing the Primeval Titan doesn't do anything because its value comes when it enters the battlefield again. He really needed the counter spells like early. What was the card that you just drew? Cavern is no. Glacial Chasm is Swords of Revealing Light. Yes, but it's a cumulative upkeep. Why didn't he get Uro? I am not sure. I wonder if the Cloud Post deck plays. It doesn't play Field of the Dead, right? So how much is he gaining? 4, 5, 6, 7. So he should be gaining like 7 life, I think, off this Glimmer Post. It's technically not in Staring Bridge. It's better, or it's better or worse. That's a Tabernacle. Was that a Tabernacle that we saw? Pretty sure it was a Tabernacle. But yeah, it's it's better or worse than in Staring Bridge because like so what Donut was saying earlier is if Pakari had the Uro, he could still attack and get the attack trigger off of Uro. If it's against a Glacial Chasm, he just won't take the combat damage. But if you had Ensnaring Bridge, then you can't declare the attack, and Uro's triggers would be kind of useless. Did he not block the prime time too? He did not. Like I think Pakari was just he saw the writing on the walls and he was just like, let me get as much information that I can. I'm very what is that card that Pavel has? I it was very I really want to know. I can't see what it is though. Sorry, that was one too many. I want to know what the card that he drew was. I know what it is. It is Moloch from the Warhammer 40k commander decks. It's kind of like a removal spell, like a cheap removal spell. I guess it's not really cheap per se. Actually, it can be cheap. But yeah, this is the card Moloch. Yeah, you can see what I googled. Hoyle cow, your penis is gigantic. What of it? But yeah, that was Moloch. So basically, it's a red green X enters the battlefield with X counters on it, and it deals. I think it fights a creature when it ETBs. I wonder what deck I should play tomorrow. There's gonna be 4 rounds of Legacy tomorrow because the Clown Prince is throwing his special event. So not exactly sure what that's gonna entail, but who knows. The one thing I'm worried about is that people are going to be eating and playing at the same time. And I really don't want people touching my cards with their dirty, grubby hands. I already lend out my decks to us like enough people that they kind of get dirty really quickly. But yeah, I hope that we don't. What's the word? I hope people like eat in between rounds and not during. Or they just play extremely fast decks. If people play extremely fast decks, then it's fine. You played against 3 out of 4 people from a car? That's very. What are the odds? What are the odds that you fight like just a group of friends? That's funny. That's super unlikely, right? I don't even know where Brantford is. Is that east or west of Toronto? Google Maps. Oh, that's super. Wow, that's super far. It's like 2 hours away, right? 3 hours away, maybe. You'll probably get there in like 2 hours. I don't think it's that bad. 2 were on Maverick's a pretty good deck. Actually, there are a lot of like really good decks in Legacy right now. I saw on Goldfish that Mystic Forge combo is actually like getting up there in terms of popularity, which I'm still like I'm really shocked about. I'm surprised like a lot of people aren't playing like Reckless Impulse and Delver. What deck were you playing in Legacy? I think I asked you this already, but I don't remember. Oh, Goblins. You're playing Goblins. I remember. I remember. It's Goblins. Sorry, my goldfish brain. Already. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. All right. For future references, guys, for my camera, you don't really need to show. This is a pretty good angle that we have. Hopefully, I can replicate it every time. But appreciate the effort. Do it for Dave's. That guy's camera needs it. Not D's like mine. I wonder what Picari is calculating here. There's a Misty Rainforest. Beat a Jeskai control player on extra turn. Turn 5 of extra turns. Damn. How is mulliganing with goblins? Is it that like does it mulligan well? Is I guess what I'm trying to ask. I would assume that it runs into the same trouble, or not the same trouble. It's probably a little bit better than Delver, right? Because Delver has those really awkward, like dichotomous hands, where sometimes you have like you're like super aggressive, and sometimes you're super controlling, but you really like ideally want a mixture of both. I guess goblins because you're a little bit more mid range, you don't really care like if you're on the slow plan, especially because you have Aether Vials. I wonder is goblins more controlly or is D&T more controlly? I would assume because D&T has the removal suite that goblins doesn't, it can grind a little harder, but it can also kind of end. I don't think you can end the game as quickly though, because it will like heavily rely on the Stoneforge Mystic package. Yeah, Goblin has removal creatures, but it's not. They're not as efficient. Like, what's the black red pinger that it's not pinger, but it does damage equal to the number of goblins that you control to any target. I think it's the munitions expert. I think it's that's the name. Yeah, but I think like other than that, does it have anything else that like hits like generic targets? Like I know it has like I don't know if it's played, but it has like Crater Maker and Trash Master that hits like enchantments and artifacts. But like other than those, I don't think there's removal. Whereas like D&T has Source of Plowshares, it's got Solitude. If you really need it, it has Skyclave Apparition. Like it has like much more removal. So there's an inevitable betrayal. Whoa, spicy! Wow, I'm liking this. Oh, show me what you got. Oh, there's an Ulamog too. This is so sick. Oh my god, I love it. Inevitable betrayal. Who's inevitable now, Cloud Post? Oh god, this is sick. What is he gonna get though? There's no way it can be a prime time, right? It has to be like one of the big ones. Yeah, okay. Let's end the game. Who's I'm playing sneaking. I'm the sneaky show and tell deck here. Oh my god, that's bribery, right? I think it's bribery is the original card. Yeah, search target opponent's library for a creature card and put it onto the battlefield. Ooh, woo, spicy. Oh gosh, look at this match score. Sorry. I must adjust this. I always forget. My mistake. Jump Palm Incinerator. Oh, that can also deal damage, right? Do you really use Goblin Sharpshooter as a removal spell, though? Sting Scourger? I don't think I'm familiar with Sting Scourger. Oh, yeah. I know Pashlik Mons. But I thought Pashlik Mons was... Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but those creatures are relatively small, right? There's another Shardless Agent. I'm gonna hit another Inevitable Betrayal. Please hit another Inevitable Betrayal. Please. Please do it. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. I'm really feeling it. Show me the betrayal. Show me the betrayal. Come on. Come on. Yo, seriously. Yo, okay, show me anything now. Dude, at this point I'll show come on. Just play a card. Just one of them. There! Let's go! Did he remove the crashing footfalls? Take the Ulamog. Take the Ulamog. Take the Ulamog, please. Please take the Ulamog. Fakari, please. Do it. Do it. Come on. Yeah! Whoa. You know, I'm a simpleton. I just want you to play big creatures and whack them. Okay, 1-1. That wasn't too long. That wasn't long at all. Hi, is it Bisante? Bisant? Is your name Bisant? I used to play Pokemon. I don't anymore, but I do kind of collect. I only collect like um Like they have to be like really special cards, and not in terms of like price or like limited collectability, but just cards that are like I think that are like super cool or like look like super flashy. Um, it's like that or redheaded full art trainers. Hey, what's up, No Soup 42? Now that you're here, I can thank you for the follow from 4 days ago. Is Reanimator a good deck for beginners? Reanimator is the go-to deck that I actually recommend for legacy players in any fashion. So if you want to play black red Reanimator, or if you want to play mono black Reanimator, um, I actually recommend those. A lot of people recommend Delver, which I think is a huge mistake. Reanimator, I think, is a really good introduction because you really only need to learn the ins and outs of your own deck, and like the most you need to learn about other people's decks is their sideboard. Their sideboard, like you just need to know what stops you, right? Because you're not really like you just need to know what you're doing, which is like your combo, and how to effectively prevent your opponent from stopping you. Whereas most other legacy decks has interaction across multiple turns. So what I mean is Reanimator most typically is a turn zero deck where most of like the hard work comes from your mulligans. And if you're stopped within the first few turns, it's generally very like not in your favor. Although it is like a very legacy deck because you're doing extremely powerful things like playing Gristlebrand, Sarah's Emissary, Archon of Cruelty, and the new Atraxa. I think Atraxa Grand Unifier. If you're playing any one of those, you're usually so far ahead that you take over the game within the next couple of turns. So I do recommend Reanimator. Like it's hard. It depends on your level of knowledge of Magic. Right? Legacy is an extreme like Legacy. It's not like I think in Modern, it's like if you master your deck and you have the knowledge of opponents' decks, you can do very well. Whereas Legacy, you need to master like rules intricacies. It's like rules intricacies and learning how to maximize your micro decisions. That's where it really comes into play. And that's why I think like Reanimator is just a good starting point for a lot of people because Reanimator is a deck that doesn't rely on the mechanics and micro intricacies of the format, or not of the format, but of the game. You generally play at your main phase, and like not very much anytime else. So yeah, the problem with Reanimator is that like you either love it or you hate it, right? Like it is a very all-in deck. Like we've had like a player who played Black Red Reanimator, which was built to be a turn zero, turn one deck, but he played it like a grindy mid range deck, which is fine, and he was able to like crush everybody, right? He just relied on Shieldred and like the mid range plan and like controlling the opponent's hand and just disrupting them so much that they couldn't do anything. So you could lean towards that. It's also like relatively cheap. Like the most expensive cards are the Badlands. If you want to play show and tell like sideboard, then it starts to become really expensive because you need one underground sea. You can't really play it with a watery grave because you lose so much life from reanimate that it actually like 2 life makes a huge difference. Like it actually makes or breaks sometimes drawing 14 cards or 7. You love playing Yu-Gi-Oh decks though? I'm not sure what you mean there. Like I used to love playing Yu-Gi-Oh so much, but then they printed E-Dragons and it was awful. And then link summonings and pendulums and all that stuff was like nah. Like my favorite time to play was synchros, but then they printed like XYZs, which was like okay. Wasn't a huge fan of XYZ, but it was like I was still like tolerate it. But then once they once they printed E-Drags and Draco Sack was like $250 and needed to be in every deck, there was no way that I could like feasibly play it. You meant like turn one solid. Oh, I see. Yes. If you like Yu-Gi-Oh decks, then yes, Reanimator is a very good fit. I don't know. I guess it would be like the Reanimator deck, like any LED. It's like Reanimator or any. So any deck that has like Dark Ritual or Lion's Eye Diamond is like a deck that you'd want to be playing because those are like the Yu-Gi-Oh like Goldfish um decks. So there was another inevitable betrayal out of Steven. Hey, Scatheless Void. Also, thank you for the follow 2 days ago. But I have cards that are worth $250 now too. Yeah, but like the Yu-Gi-Oh, like I don't know if it's still true, but back then the volatility of their ban lists and rotations every 3 months was terrifying. Like we got like a solid two 2 months of playing, and then you didn't know if your deck was gonna be banned the next like couple of weeks. So it's like, do you sell? Do you not sell? If you do sell, then and they do ban it, then you're like making out like a bandit. But then if you don't sell and then they do ban it, then you've just lost all of your money. Like I really didn't like that. So now, like I guess you could play like there's other ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh now, which is like I think it was like what's the Steam game Master Duel, but you also need to like inject some money into that too to like build a deck, right? Yeah, I kind of just sold everything to play Magic, and I've never looked back. The only other time I've like searched other cards is when like I played Magic like 5 times a week. It was like literally every day. Like I planned my school schedule around going to different locals to play. Like that's how much I was playing, and then I would just like get. It got to the point where it was like I was looking for something just to take a break from Magic, so I played Force of Will for a while it was good, before they printed Reflect Refrain. Went to Pokemon. Pokemon was really fun because it felt like vintage Magic, where it was like vintage Magic without Force of Will. So you got to draw like 14 cards in a turn, and you get to do your cool combos and stuff like uninterrupted. Like that was really fun. But then because of the limited interaction between opponents and like not having instances, I really didn't like that. That's also why I quit Hearthstone. Was they had the Hearthstone had the what I don't know what they're called, like the quests, not quests, the other things, the counters, the purple exclamation marks. I don't remember what they're called, but it was the closest thing to like counter spells where you could like do stuff on your opponent's turns, but they would have to like trigger something. So I like didn't have complete control over it, so I stopped playing Hearthstone. Also, like the volatility of a digital card game is also up there as well. But yeah, all in all, like if you like playing card games and then you ever like become ingrained like an enfranchised player, the moment you start to like if you play Magic casually and you don't really care about it, you can always quit it. But the moment you start looking up lore or you dip into another format and you find out what you actually like playing about the game, I actually believe that you like almost never quit. So many first time chat. I know, I love it. Actually, do you know what my dream is on stream? My goal by the end of the year is to have it so chatters talk to each other before like within the first 10 minutes of when I start stream so that I can join into their conversation. That is basically my goal by the end of the year. Also, I guess I should set a higher goal of like if I ever do become a partner, I get to add more emotes for you guys. I also have to get animated emotes set up and running for you guys too. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I'm not trying to become a full time content creator, so I don't care to do other socials. Yeah, shorts. I think so. I was actually so riled when they made the announcement of 3 year standard. I was gonna pump out so many shorts of like just shitting all over Wizards and their marketing team and the way they're handling Magic. I was just gonna like take a hot steamy pile of poop and just write Wizard's name with it. But then I got tired and busy and I didn't want to do it. I was also learning how to use like my new camera and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love Magic. I hate Wizards though. I don't know if I okay, but that's also another problem is I don't know if I hate Wizards or if I hate Hasbro. I don't because like I don't know the internal staff. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I don't know. I hate Big Bro Corporation. I guess I can't say Big Bro. Big Bro refers to government, right? But yeah. Like I can't say I hate Hasbro because I don't know if if Hasbro was out of the picture, would they still be power creeping in this way? Would they still be focusing on Commander? Like I don't really know. Would there still be a reserve list? Does Wizards actually care about their players and what they're saying? And if they didn't have to focus on making money and they didn't really care about their image and they just wanted players to love their game, like if they didn't have to impress stockholders to the point where they're like being controlled by a mega corporation, like would they abolish the reserve list to make a ton of people happy and piss off like a bunch of like the smaller community of collectors and fucking scalpers and like people that are like treating it like a stock market? Because like seriously, I really don't want to pay fucking $5,000 for a tabernacle. Like I want to play lands, and the only way to play lands is to have a tabernacle. I can get everything else very easily and without a second thought, but my god, do I have to have a lot of thoughts about investing into a tabernacle? Would I ever turn into clickbait thumbnail YouTube to try to get famous? Um, in my current mental state, no. I don't think I would ever want to. Whether or not this actually turns out to be something that I love doing. Like I love streaming and watching footage and like covering and like talking to you guys, but I don't think I would ever want to do it full time. And like I don't think like I'm not clever enough to do that stuff, right? Like if I were to make YouTube videos, I would literally just be like, "Hey, Cloud Post versus Crashing Footfalls Legacy. Yay." Like I'm it's not like, "Whoa, Cloud Post are real deck still? Find out this time." Wow, Modern taking over Legacy? Who knew? Yeah, this deck is overpowered? Who knew? Or Inevitable Betrayal, the next best next ban list card? Yeah, I don't think I would ever do that. I think the closest thing would be if I were to actually make those shorts of like Wizards is garbage and this is why. I think those would be like more clickbaity type view type stuff. Um yeah, I don't think I would ever do that. Like the things I mainly don't ever want to do is one, I really don't want to ever run ads during stream for you guys. Like I've turned them off. I have never been like even like Streamlabs so sends me so many emails about like, hey, if you run an advertisement, you can earn up to $600. It's like, yeah, I could earn $600, but I don't want to run ads during my stream, right? I think there's those ads at the beginning and ends of streams that I can't control. People have told me that they've seen ads like during my stream, and I'm not sure how to turn those off if I can. I don't think I can. I think those are forced by Twitch. But yeah. MTG speculation, but I will never do speculation buys. Like ever. I'm very bad at it. I bought 132 Spires of Industry, not on terms of like speculation. No, the last time I tried to spec a card was Retreat to Coral Helm. I picked up 50 of them for 75 cents, and then they dropped to 50 cents upon release, and now they're like a quarter card. You won't believe what deck I won with. I played show and tell and this happened. Yeah, these are all clickbaity things that I like. Yeah, like if you look at, I think it's like the Epic Storm and Thraven University, Bosch and Roll. Like those guys do content creation for a living, and I understand that they have to play the algorithm game, but I don't think I will ever like be like that. I'll just be happy if people consume legacy content. The problem is like Magic is in a weird place where games like it's not appealing to watch unless you play Magic. And this is especially true for Legacy, right? Like if any random person were to come and look at this, they're going to be like what the hell is going on? There's two piles of face down cards, and then there's all these stacks of random other stuff that we have no idea what they are. Why are there multiple versions of a card? Why are some of them sideways? Why are some of them like diagonal? Like it's so hard to get non-Magic players to watch Magic. And this is a problem of why professional like Magic is not an esport. It is because it is incredibly hard to watch for non-players. What about my return to Korhalm? What about them? I sold them as bulk. they were they were less than 1 cent per card. If I want to sell out, become a Valorant e-girl streamer. Yeah, see, I don't have the drive to ever sell out, I think even like I was offered a sponsorship from someone, and I didn't want to do ads. Like I didn't think it was worth it, so I declined. Like don't get me wrong, I thought like the guy that offered me the sponsorship was like I know him, and I want him to like do well. So I do recommend whenever someone asks me, like whenever like his business is like comes up, and I do like mention it to people, and I kind of shell out for him, but it's not something that I want. Like because another thing is like I'm very, I guess, extreme, and I don't want to be associated with other people's and their livelihoods just in case something happens. I don't want that liability on me and them. So, it's better if I do my own thing. And if they really, really still want to work with me, then I guess eventually when I have like a following that I can reach out, like a greater, like where I can actually benefit them. Like another thing is like I don't think I would be benefiting them in any way. Like they're paying for something and I don't think it would be worth it for them. I won't do it. I won't do it until I think it'll be worth it for them, and then they can actually earn something or like get something out of it. Yeah. Man, I really kind of wish I was focusing on this game because it is in a very interesting board state that I have not been paying attention to, especially because this glacial chasm just hit the board. Man, this is a really long game three, eh? So the Caracas returned the Ulamog from a long time ago, but I don't remember what else has happened. So there's a Blood Moon coming down. So he has Emrakul, Ulamog, Pithing Needle in hand. I'm curious to know what the Pithing Needle is for. Is it for Beseiju? What other... Maybe he just didn't have cards to bring in? Because there's not a lot of activated abilities that this deck has, other than Baseju. Everything else is kind of like a triggered ability, or an alternate casting cost, or an alternate card. Because you can't Pithing Needle mana abilities. But oh, I guess so. Uro is an activated ability. This is true. But is he really afraid of Uro? I don't think he is. This is looking very. Oh, I just took the. Oh, and there's a concession from Pablo. So Steven wins in 3. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, it's supposed to be 2-1. Sorry. Mistakes were made. It's fine. But yeah, okay. So that's kind of finishing off the night. So we did a huge conversation. There was a huge tangent. That's something I have to work on, is balancing my long rants that I can probably save for YouTube content. My long rants and actual game commentary. Um yeah, so I think for the rest of this week, so tomorrow we will be getting footage from Hootie's or the Clown Prince's Clown Town Showdown, and so that should be fun. There should be a lot more gameplay. Hopefully, we can get a variety of players. Even though we had 16 players at this past event, there was a lot of overlap in terms of footage. Like we saw Henny twice. We got 2 games of Pakari, which is fine, but you know, kind of want to get a variety of things. So that's something that I need to try and work on. It's hard to kind of govern if people don't want to play on camera. That is an issue. Usually people don't really mind, especially because like we don't really get audio and I don't play the audio. Like yeah. So that's tomorrow. So Wednesday we will do the same thing as today. We will um go over the footage. Um yeah. So we'll go over footage on Wednesday for tomorrow's event. And then I think for Thursday, Friday, I don't think I have anything planned for the weekend yet. I will try to start getting past streams. So if you guys haven't, I assume that a lot of you guys who followed not during stream time. So Touch Pie, Little Idiot, Little Idiot 123, No Soup, Risbin, Scatheless. I assume that you guys have checked out some of the VODs. So I'm gonna go through all of that stuff and try and cut it up into individual gameplay and just get YouTube videos filled on that channel because I just made it. Hopefully by next time there will be a YouTube channel link, and if you want to review some of those gameplays or those matches, you can. Um, and then hopefully the YouTube channel grows. Once I can get it down smooth enough, I will start advertising the stream and the YouTube channel to the face to face and 401 communities. So those are the larger stores in Toronto. Um, but if I can get some people watching from there and they are okay with me filming on those sites, I might try to dabble in or go into face to face and try to record some of them. So they do have higher level players, so that will the analytical commentary will be a little bit more focused and streamlined and a little bit better, hopefully a little bit higher quality. Um, but yeah, those are kind of like my plans for the near future. Whether or not, like, I think June is pretty busy, so I think the last week of June I will not be streaming. The last week of June and the first week of July I won't be here. I'll be in LA. So I'll make this announcement every week and until or every stream until the time comes, just to make sure everybody knows. Thank you everyone for watching. Yeah. I think Ofer was Ofer still here. He was here anyway, so we can say it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the follows. If you have Prime Gaming, please use it. It helps very much. And we'll see you next time. Kick rocks, kids. Kick rocks.